So I am just going to take a couple moments here and let people start logging in and joining us. Now we're doing this video today. I'm calling it a little bit classy and a little bit sassy. My kids saw this and they thought, hey, that kind of looks like a junk nail or like a steampunk nail. So it made me think everything that's been going on with a steampunk these days. People are getting ready to go to like these Renaissance fairs and things like that. And I thought, you know what? When they start going to those types of events, these are the types of nails that would really fit in with that. So it looks very impressive. It looks very difficult, and it is anything but. So I'm really excited to share this with you guys today. So if you're going to work right alongside me, that is fantastic. I always start out with just plain nails that we are going to polish with our gel polish in a white. So I have that here. So we'll just grab, let me go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. There we go. And we will grab our white. Now I have several different kinds, but this is one of my very, very favorites. This is Accents White On. And so we are going to go ahead and just do one coat of our Accents White On. Now this is a very, very pigmented product. We are only going to need one coat, and you don't have to do thick coats. As a matter of fact, you don't want to do thick coats. You want them very thin. You guys know what happens if you do like too thick of a coat? There's a couple of things that can happen. It doesn't cure all the way through. And so you'll end up with like those little wrinkles. Have you seen that when you're using gel polish? End up with these little wrinkles. And then it doesn't cure all the way. And because I see a little bit of a lump here, we're gonna swoop that out. Because it's not curing all the way, that also means you're being overexposed to product that is not cured. So super important to remember that. So we'll go ahead and do a 60-second cure on this one. All right. And thank you everybody for joining me today. I'm so excited about this. So if you did not know already, these nails are actually foil transferred, okay? And we actually did a couple different layers of foil. And so I'm really excited to show you how to do that. So you can see kind of like the little cogs and sprockets, but also a little bit of lace and a little bit of gold. So a lot of layering goes into these nails, but they look so impressive. And I've seen so many amazing nails where people have taken, you know, like cogs or different things, and they've actually encapsulated it inside. But instead, we are going to do it this way because you get a nice flat finish. It'll look really nice. All right, so we just finished with this. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to use Stick It. Now, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this product, but this is a transfer foil gel. So it says transfer gel. Okay, this works so great with all of our foils. And I used it on my last tutorial when we did the milk bath nails. Now we're going to do our cool steampunk junk nails, the classy sassy. So nice coat here. Hello, Ryan Van Dyke. And hello, Lynn. I wasn't ignoring you. I just got talking in my head and forgot to say hello. Okay, so nice coat. Using your light line, make sure everything looks good. All right, this is a 60-second cure. So we'll pop that in our lamp. All right, we'll just let that keep going here. Now, if you guys could do me a favor, anybody who is currently watching, if you would just press share, that would be amazing. And if you are watching, you know, on repeat, you know, or replay, that's okay too. You can press share then. So, and thank you so much for joining me. This is gonna be great. Okay, so while that is curing, I am going to pull out some foil. Now this is gold transfer foil, okay? See, it has like this backing on it. So we're just going to cut a piece of this off. You don't need very much of this one. Okay, so there's our gold. I'll roll it up and put it away. All right. Sorry, it takes a second. Okay, so I'll grab our little nail. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to be using gold transfer foil. We're also going to be using this, which is kind of like lace, and it is that clear background. See how cool that is? So I actually really liked how that it had some of that little tiny like fishnet in the background. So we will cut a piece of that one off as well. Put that there and put it all away. And then we're going to also grab our little cogs, which I guess that's what they are, the little cog sprockets. That is also a transfer foil. So that is this one here. So pull it out. And this is holographic, also clear. So you can see, you know, it has like the little clock faces, watch faces, very like steampunk junk style. So pretty cool here. We'll go ahead and cut that off as well. We just have now our little pieces here. Now, of course, we're only doing one nail. If you were doing more than one nail, you would want to use more, of course, but doing it this way, we have a little bit more control on what we're trying to do. So, all right. And I always try to put away my foil. I just kind of like rush, like put it all together and put it away. So I've seen a lot of different people do, you know, stamping and foiling that way, but I thought, you know what? I just really like the idea of trying to show a little bit of control. Now, I don't know if you've seen this before. This is nice and shiny and flat, and it would be really nice, but I kind of want a little bit more sparse. So I'm actually going to take this and crumple it up. Okay. There we go. Because it gives us a little bit more of the texture that I'm looking for in this foil transfer. So we crumpled up our foil, and we're just going to kind of touch it and pop it off. You don't need a lot. We definitely don't want any little harsh lines. This is, if you were to do any of those nails that have like the cool colors, where you're trying to do fun colors with the foil as well, this is how you would do that with that little bit of gold in the background. A little bit more there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we can put our gold out of the way. Okay, next we're going to use this. Now we want a little bit more control with this one. So I'm actually going to use my little silicone tool. I don't know if you've seen these. I used them on my last live, but it's just a little silicone tool. They're nice and they're small. They work out really well. Now where we had our foil, where we actually put our foil before, we are not going to be able to get this to stick there because we've already covered it, right? So it's only going to cover where that sticky is still right in the middle. So let's grab our little thing here and kind of figure out where we want it and set it down. And we're going to grab our silicone tool, and we are going to rub. It's called burnishing, okay? We're gonna burnish. This, incidentally, is the same way that you would get full coverage of transfer foil. So if you want, you know, this pattern on an entire nail, this is the magical tool to do it. A little bit more. Okay. Now, the trick with this one is a lot of times when we're doing foil, we feel like we need to yank really quickly, and we don't. This is actually, you need to move very slowly. So I'm going to turn this on the side so you can kind of see how it starts pulling away. See that? And you can see where it stuck to that super sticky spot and then not on top of the gold. The gold was already covered. Now I want to be able to use my cogs. Okay, I like our little our watch faces, but I've now covered this entire nail. So we're actually going to do a second coat of our Stick It. Okay, now I'm sure all of you sit here and you're thinking, where am I going to get these nails? Where am I going to get this product? Okay, so I'm going to tell you. So if you are in Canada, which I hope all of you know that is the school that I am working with now. All of the nail design work, everything we're doing, I'm working with Mirage Spa Education out of British Columbia, and such an amazing team of incredibly powerful women. And this is no small feat. This is not a tiny little school. It's not like something that has like, hey, we have 20 students, right? Nope, like over 300 students. Like, this is a beautiful, very well organized school. So in Canada, you can get this product at nailtechstore.ca. Okay, you can get that. And I know there's foils and all kinds of stuff there. If you're in the United States, this is a Profiles Backstage product. So you can use that from here. Okay, so we did our second coat, and we're going to go ahead and put that in our light for 60 seconds once again. And so while we are waiting for that, I'll go ahead and move this out of the way. This is what we're going to use. And I'm trying to decide. So I like some of these little cogs, and I also like these little watch faces. So because I want to be a little bit more specific with what I'm putting down, I'm going to cut these. So I have my little tiny scissors, and I'm going to cut a couple of our little cogs out and one of our watch faces. So sorry if I'm not in the camera, that's what I'm doing here. I like this one over here. Kind of cool. All right, that's going to give us just a little bit more control of what we're putting there. Okay. So something else, I'm full of news, always. So I was able to go to the show in Orlando a few weeks ago, actually, I guess like 5 or 6 weeks ago now. And I observed a lot of things in Orlando. And one of those things that I observed is that a lot of nail companies are being started. Very small nail companies are being started. And they're being started with a lot of overseas product. And so normally I wouldn't even talk about that. I wouldn't even say anything about it. But what I wanted to point out is that Mirage Spa Education, the school that I work with, and nailtechstore.ca, they have all Canadian made products. So everything that is being taught at the school is made with all products that are manufactured and packaged and distributed from Canada. Now, I don't know if you guys know what a big deal that is, but the regulations for the beauty industry in Canada are very, very, very stringent. And so that means that there are a lot of things that need to be proven, I think is proven, not proved, but proven. And that's why, the products that they have, they are very excellent quality and they're Canadian made. That is a big deal. And so when I say, hey, go to nailtechstore.ca, I can say that with completely clear conscience that you're getting the best of the best of the best. Okay. All right. So we had our second coat here, but we don't want to do like this whole thing. We're just going to be a little bit more selective. So I kind of like this watch and cog right there. And we're going to grab our little burnisher again. Push that in there. So you see how the layering, like how cool that layering effect is? Oh, I just love it. Right. And once again, don't just tear it off, just move really slowly. See that? Did you see how easy that came? So good. There's a little bit of an empty spot down here, and I kind of like this little guy. He looks like I don't know, like a paper clip cog or maybe a safety pin. So we're going to use that one right there. I like where we can have a little bit more of the just like very, very specific what we're putting on here instead of just like the constant plop and pull. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. And you know what? I have this extra little cog. I want to put him right here. There. Did you see how easy that came off? Wow. Now, I talked about this a couple weeks ago. When you get transfer foils, these ones that are clear, some of them can be kind of finicky, but this one's really good. Also, Profiles Backstage and nailtech.ca. But sometimes you see them like this, and they will have like this little brown backing on the back. And you actually would take alcohol and wipe the brown backing off, and that will help you with your transfer. It'll be very, very good. It makes the transfer much easier. Okay, so this nail is like almost completely done if this is just what you wanted. If you just wanted to like leave it, you know, like this cool junky looking nail, but it's nice and smooth and you could just top coat it and go. But I always like to do a little bit extra because I just am that way. So what we're going to do is I have this, which is a glitter bomb, and it's actually black diamond. I thought I liked the idea of adding a little bit of like that charred or like burnt to make it look kind of old. So, you know, it's something that's like new that we make look old. So we're not going to polish over the entire nail. We're just going to polish like up here. And you see how I'm just like tap, tap, tap and kind of fading out a little bit. Is that cool? Yeah. Okay, so we got a little bit of that burnt look. I thought this entire process would be really cool too what if we had like foil that was writing, like maybe like an old treasure map or something. Like how cool would that be? And you can make it look all burnt and edgy that way. Kind of make this little edgy here. Now, a lot of my nail friends from all over have just been in Tennessee at the nail tech event of the Smokies, and they had a fantastic time there. I'm sure many stories to be told. Okay, so you see how it just kind of makes it look a little bit old again? Kind of love that. So we're going to go ahead and cure it. So we'll put it in here for 60 seconds. Everything is, I like that, super consistent, everything 60 seconds. And we want to add a little bit more. There's always a little bit of glitter that can be had, right? So this is actually like a fall mylar mix. We're just going to kind of throw that on there in just a couple places. This is just a very pretty combination. And then you can top coat the entire nail and it's done. Or if you want to do more, you can do some of this like stacking with gems. You can do it with, some of these are like little, I don't know, like washers almost. Little cogs, all different. I'm trying to show you like in the camera all the ways. So pretty cool. So something else that is exciting in my world is there has been a book that was just released about a career in the beauty industry, but we want to give everybody a little sampling of that kind of information. So there is a free ebook that is available and it's free. And so I'm encouraging everybody to go to misscheryl.com, click on that website. And so even like right now, while I'm sitting here adding a little bit of glitter, you can totally go on there and hop on that website and you get that free ebook. Okay. All right. So I'm just using like a super fluffy brush. I'm picking up just a few pieces. I don't want a ton, just a little bit That's where some of those layers and junk start coming into play. Mylar is one of my favorite things. Put it down here. And remember, we didn't use all of that sticky with our foil, so there's still some sticky in there. A little bit more over here, and it has like a little bit of straw. Oh yeah, look how cool that is. Right, and if you get a piece you like, just kind of press it down. It's like a little bit of gold leafing there. Just looks kind of junky. I don't even know how else to say it. It's just like junky, and I kind of like it. What do you guys think? I know, nail nerds, we all get excited together. All right, nail nerds. Okay, so misscheryl.ca, go onto the website and definitely access that free ebook. Also, there's podcasts that are interviews with a lot of industry leaders in the beauty industry in general, not just nail leaders, but like beauty industry, business, motivation. I always say if you start getting bored or if you're feeling burnt out, education is what you need. So thank you for spending some time with me here to get some of that education, but also taking in that knowledge that you can. And the ebook is an easy read. It's, you know, like 12 pages long. It's like this nice little ebook. Oh, it's great. Okay, so now we are going to use actually our accents Shine On. So this is a wonderful top coat, and we'll get all of this solidified. Yes, so misscheryl.com is the website, and then the Walk of Life is the podcast. So I think you would really enjoy that. So definitely check it out. And of course, don't forget where you can get all of these cool products in Canada and in the United States. And as you're watching and doing this nail, I really would love to see what you guys are accomplishing at home when you do this kind of nail. So when you do this, if you want to send me photographs, I would love to see them. You can, of course, put it after I post this on my page on Facebook. I want to see what you guys have done. So you can always respond, which just would be so great. I would love that. All right, so here we go with that. Whew. Doesn't it look great? That is such a good junk nail. Okay, so let's go ahead and cure it. And then at that point, I don't know, I kind of feel like if we were to add anything, which we can, I'll show you guys how to add it. But if we were, I'm wondering if it might get lost. We'll see. Let's check this out real quick. So what I have is I have these little things here. Okay. And then I have some of these. These are like little, I don't know, they almost look like little washers. And I have these. These are all the things you can encapsulate this into a nail, or like what we did is we put it on the top of and kind of some layers. So that's what we're doing today. Cool, right? Pull it out here. I wanted to see. And there's a couple stones in there. And these are not the flat back stones. They're the ones that actually are faceted. So we will use some of that too. Now, my favorite thing for adhering stones. Now, how many of you go home and you're like, I have all these stones and I want to adhere them to my nails, and then they pop off? That has happened to how many people? All the time, always. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to use this. This is called Art Deco, and it is also Profiles Backstage. Now, what's cool about this is it actually has a squeeze bottle. Now, a lot of times you would use, like a brush, and you can still use a brush. Like you could definitely put this out, on a palette or whatever, but I like that you don't have to. You can actually squeeze it directly onto your nail. So I'm actually going to do that right here in this corner. I'm going to get us a nice little pile. I know that sounds like that's not really the most eloquent of words that I could have chosen, but we go, little pile of Art Deco, of our gel. Let's move that out of the way. And we have this, just our little wax tip. And this is where we can start kind of grabbing our junk and putting it on our nail. So we can drop that there. And it's okay if it's sticking up a little bit because we're going to have a lot of stuff around it. Got that one. We'll leave that one out there. Let's grab a couple of these washers. Now I like to use a variety of colors. So here is a silver washer. Go ahead, throw that one in there. See, this is why we need a pile, because we are layering. And let's see if we have different. Oh yeah, here is just like a solid silver one. Kind of cute. And all right, see, this is why we need the squeezy bottle, because we can even add more. Let's add a little bit more over here. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. All right, let's grab our little. Now, I really like these little washer style because I feel like I can come in here and grab one of these faceted stones and it just kind of sets real nicely in there. See that? Kind of push it up in there. And we can grab, here, let's grab some of these little black pieces here. I like the idea of just having some fun little pieces kind of sticking up. Obviously, this is not real practical, but the Art Deco, that product is so great because nothing comes off. It really does stay very well. A little more there. And we have this spot right in the middle. I think I might grab one of our faceted little stones again, a little pile, kind of smoosh it right up in there. Isn't that cool? Just kind of like I said, it's like a junk nail. There we go, angle them in different directions. And if we need a little bit more, we'll go right here. I love that stuff. As a matter of fact, I did my nails last night, even though they're super short and tiny. Just because they're tiny doesn't mean you can't have super cute nails. And I like having super cute nails. So check it out. You ready? Boop, boop, boop. Do, 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 do. Cherries. You guys know how much I love cherries. They're such a dork, right? All right, and I have a couple more stones over here. I'm going to grab. These are on my little Swarovski package. So I'll grab those. Oh yes, there we go. Just add a little bit more. Whoop. This one is flat gold. Look great right there. Grab this little rhinestone and pop it right here. All right. I think that looks nice and balanced. I know it's a busy, this entire nail is very busy, but it's very steampunk, right? So I think that looks pretty good. You guys think there's anything else we need? I don't think so. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this, and I will make sure that it gets cured like on all sides. But if you put it in here for a full 60 seconds, we are going to be good. So while that is curing, I will pick up my messes. I hope all of you are having a wonderful Monday. Manny Monday. Did you have a good weekend? It's been raining so much here. So much. I guess it's wet season in Florida. What do I expect? So lots of rain. I did a really crazy workout at the gym on Saturday. That was kind of insane, but that's all right. It was in honor of one of my friends. So you go there, you work out, you do well. So please don't forget to go and get your book, get your free ebook right now while you're waiting for this to cure if you want. And if you are interested, so, I've talked about the school that I work with or work for, and maybe you're a nail technician and you're interested in maybe becoming a lash technician. Well, that is something that the school offers. Or maybe you're interested as a nail technician, becoming an esthetician. That's also something. So that school, you can check all of that out. It is 100% online. It's miragespa.ca. So you guys can check that out and see what you think. Or if you have lots of friends, you're like, hey, I love being a nail tech, and you want them to be a nail tech, they can also get their education from there as well. That's where I pop in. So anyway, so here is our fun junk nail, everybody. We did some foil transfers, and we did, a little bit of glitter added and a little bit of our junk pile in the corner. So that is what we came up with today. And we did a little bit of Mylar. So don't forget, you can get these products at nailtechstore.ca or profilesbackstage.com here in the US. So I'm so glad you all joined me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you have any questions, don't, of course, Ashley, I'm happy to message you to school. I would absolutely love that. So I'll send you that information. And don't forget, when you guys do these nails, I want to see them. So send them to me online on Facebook or however. I can't wait to see it. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you. Bye.